Good morning. We'll call this meeting to order. We will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This time we will observe a moment of silence and reflection. Please join me. Thank you. We have the minutes for the June 10 and 12 for approval. Any discussion on the minutes?
Make a motion that we approve the minutes for June the 10th and June the 12th of this year.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Same sign. Motion carries. We've approved the minutes for June 10 and June 12. Is there any request for public discussion? No request at this time. So we'll move right into the action items before this commission. This morning we have Commission Order 2025-153, awarding the bid for uniforms accessories to Leon Uniform Company. Any discussion?
Make a motion that we approve Commission Order 2025-153.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Same sign. Motion carries. We've approved Commission Order 2025-153. Over to Commission Order 2025-154, accepting and authorizing execution of the High Intensity Drug Trafficking Areas Program Grant Award.
Make a motion that we approve Commission Order 2025-154 as written.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Same sign. Motion carries. We approve 2025-154. Over to Commission Order 2025-155, approving and authorizing the renewal of support and maintenance agreement with Spatial Data Research Incorporated. I think that is our planning and zoning. Is that right? I recall that right? Yes. Any further discussion?
Motion we approve.
Aye, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We've approved the motion is carried on 2025-155. Next up is 2025-156, approving and authorizing the execution of an antenna state license with the New Haven Ambulance District and the New Haven Berger Fire Protection District. Any discussion?
Nope. I'll make a motion. We pass that.
Aye, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Same sign. Motion carries. We've approved Commission Order 2025-156. Next item is Commission Order 2025-157, approving and authorizing the execution of a renewal for Calio software for the Franklin County Sheriff's Office. Any discussion on that commission order?
Make a motion that we approve Commission Order 2025-157.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Same sign. Motion carries. We've approved Commission Order 2025-157. Next item on the list is 2025-158, approving the consent agenda and all items listed thereon. We have reports. Any discussion?
That aye.
I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion that we approve Commission Order 2025-158.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Same sign. Motion carries. We have approved Commission Order 2025-158. 5-8. Do we have any departmental reports? Anyone want to come forward, please?
Wait till I get to the podium. I just wanted to give you guys an update. So we have moved forward with hiring a GIS technician. I had that discussion with you guys. We had a couple follow-up emails. Our first choice candidate was decided to go with a different offer, as did our second choice candidate. They were both offered higher wages, but we did move on to the third, which was still a very good candidate. He accepted the job offer, and it sounds like he's probably going to start July 7th. So we have that position filled, and we're working on the zoning enforcement officer position, and we'll talk about that later today. I just wanted to give you that update.
Okay,
Thanks.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. One more. At least one more.
Good morning. Wanted to give one update for the Disaster Recovery Center there in Grace Summit. As of today, they had 59 applications and they paid out about $220,000 to individuals needing assistance. So that's a huge impact to our community. And so we want to encourage everybody to attend, visit the First Baptist Church there in Grace Summit. That's our Disaster Recovery Center. I don't have the closing date at this point. But as things dwindle down, it will be working towards a closure date. So if people have questions on how to apply for FEMA assistance on individual assistance, they can reach out to our website or visit that center.
What kind of percentage approval have you been witnessing there?
So the breakdown, there's lots of breakdowns because it's good and federal. The ineligible is 11 of the 59 applicants. The other categories are eligible, not decided, and pending. I don't know necessarily all the statuses in there. There is in some aspects an inspection element, ensuring that there actually was loss. So they're probably working through some of that process. I don't have it broken down, but 59 and 11.
So was that further inspection due to the cost of the claim, or did you notice, or is it just kicks in automatically at a certain point, or is it just
Verification of loss, basically, that there
Okay.
was damage, that you were in the path of destruction, or you had significant damage that's eligible.
and that's across the board for all of them, or just certain ones?
I would imagine certain ones. If you have more questions, we'll have to visit the DRC together and learn more about your specific aspect. So each case is different and they're working through that. We're also connecting individuals to unmet needs that are throughout the community. A lot of our churches, nonprofits, our long-term recovery group is working with some individuals on things that just fall outside the scope of what government can do, and try and connect them to the right resources at the right time.
I'm just, can you, and this is just simply for clarification, but give me an instance of what would be an eligible covered claim.
So it could be that your insurance covered all of it. You can still go through the process, and if there's elements that insurance isn't covering, if those elements are not caused due to damage from the tornado, then potentially that could be ineligible.
Would like deductibles come into play? Would you be eligible for deductible reimbursement?
Typically, yes.
And next question, as far as the people that are affected that have opportunity to access these funds, how are they informed?
So we've done social media blasts. We've had the signs out. We've also gone through our media partners, notifying that it's out there. We placed it in Grace Summit with heavy traffic and kind of centrally located there. We're also working potentially to have individuals at some of the community events. I know they've done some of the what's the Saturday mornings farmers markets, and had some folks out and about trying to spread the word. So that's been our method.
What do you think? And this is another question, but I'm not sure you have the answer, but what do you think of the affected, potential affected people? What's the percentage of people that actually have applied?
So with 59 applicants, we have some individuals that probably won't apply. Their insurance covers most of it, and it's not necessarily an easy process. It's the federal process.
Sure.
So if their insurance deductible is $1,000, they might just eat the $1,000 and take care of the rest. So I would say out of all affected, it's probably about half, but I don't think we're going to get up to 100%.
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't think some people probably wouldn't go through the process and wouldn't want to mess with the process depending on the nature of it. But again, there's probably some people out there that just probably aren't fully aware
Sure.
that the availability is there. And I was just curious how we felt like, that communication was going.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like it's getting out there. If you have other options or opportunities for us to communicate that, we had a list of individuals that still had needs. We reached out to them individually. So we tried to connect that, but we're hoping that there's not going to be a gap with the St. Louis market and their processes going through. I think it's helped. Just knowing that St. Louis County, St. Louis City, Jefferson County is all going through the same process. It's kind of gotten out there a little bit
Sure.
as well.
Did they express any kind of timeline to the people that were applying for reimbursement?
Each individual case. So the 220,000 has been paid.
Well, that's already been paid.
Correct.
That's pretty quick.
So
how long does this period run for that's eligible to apply?
Mid-July, I believe. I'd have to pull that date. That date is out there. I just don't have it off the top of my head. I apologize.
And do you know if this payout has any bearing on what we were going to be reimbursed as a county, or is this a separate?
Those are separate processes. So individual assistance is for the citizens or the potential impact of the people. The public assistance side is for the government or taxing bodies, and that's a separate process. Actually, since the St. Louis declaration, our process has continued to move forward, but they've done some switches a little bit. We're actually getting more resources, more people in the area, so that's helping out a little bit, but that is a slow process. I have some documentation that I'll be providing to you guys for signatures to continue through the application process for the state of Missouri, and it's daunting. So it's a lot of paperwork, a lot of load and burden, but I think it'll be worthwhile.
No, you've been doing a great job so far. Really happy with your progress and your efforts there. Thanks.
Thanks.
Any further discussion on that? Thank you, Abe. Next, anyone else? Jim, you got any updates for us?
Good morning. On Old Highway 100, I talked with Cochrane yesterday. They are evaluating the core results that they have, all the samples of the materials that they extracted from the drill borings. They expect to have something in writing to us this Friday or Monday at the latest. Because of the complexity of it, they want to make sure that they have everything covered, and they're coming up with a solution that will be a permanent correct fix. So that's why they're not just jumping at this.
Just based on
They're-
those core samples?
I'm sorry,
Just based on those core samples?
the core samples and physically examining the site.
Okay.
I'd be interested to see what solution they come up with, and then we're going to have to associate a cost with that solution
Yes,
to make a decision at that point, I guess.
exactly. And to just on top of what Abe reported, we have completely cleared out all of the storm debris from the facility we had over on Highway O. This past weekend, we opened it up for 2 days because of one of the homeowner associations requested that they had, because of a couple of rainstorms on weekends, they couldn't get it out. So they brought over 4 more loads over the weekend. And then that was the last request we had, and we took care of that farm.
So it's closed now?
We are closed.
You are closed?
Yes. But it was done very orderly. The people that brought stuff were very respectful of our property, and we kept it cleaned up for
We
them
ended
as
up with
well.
no couches or anything, did we?
We had 1 or 2,
A recliner, maybe?
Trading up?
Maybe. I just see.
a few broken.
If I can look at them, maybe I can
A few
see.
broken screen TVs.
Yeah.
But,
Oh.
but
Those are always repairable. Just kidding.
that's all I have then.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Jim.
Anyone else care to come forward and be under scrutiny? No. Any discussion from the commission?
Not I.
Do we have any years of service recognition today? None of that. Well, that brings us to the final order of business.
Make a motion that we adjourn?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. We're adjourned. Thank you.